Okay, so with two thumbs together, we'll start pressing on the client's scalp, right on the hairline, applying steady pressure, and then about an inch towards the center of the head, and then an inch towards the center of the head. Okay, repeating 3 times. So first on the hairline, so pressure from the thumbs. Then an inch towards the table, and an inch towards the table, so right in the center of the scalp. Then with all fingers together, gently circle the scalp, so starting at the temples, so trying to move the skin of the scalp gently, and then moving, spreading that movement around the whole head, in the middle of the scalp. Changing angles. Okay, you can turn client's head to the side to reach posterior head and apply the circles. And then turning to the other side and applying circles on the other side. Coming back to neutral, and we're going to hair pulls. Gently grab the hair in between your fingers and tighten the fist. Tighten the fist, so you're not pulling the hair, it's only really tightening the fist with the hair in between your fingers. Right. Then raking the hair between your fingers. From the hair root to the ends. Now, we're going to apply oil. Not too much. So on the client's chest, and sort of spreading it around the shoulders and neck. Okay, so mainly the oil stays around chest and neck. We don't need much oil for the face. Okay, so coming on the posterior neck, our fingers of the two hands are together. Okay, so you meet your fingers together and come back towards the occiput. Okay. Now, alternating hands, you will be stroking client's forehead. Right, so your full contact with the palm of the hand and client's forehead. Okay, then we're applying pressure, so thumbs facing each other, starting in the midline and pressing gently just above the eyebrows, then moving laterally, pressing above the eyebrows, moving laterally, pressing around the eyebrows. Then gently sweeping the temples, coming back a little bit higher, pressing in the middle of the forehead, moving laterally, pressing, and laterally pressing on the lateral parts, and coming, sweeping gently on the temples, coming back up the hairline, pressing with the thumbs, then moving laterally, pressing, and laterally pressing, and sweeping the temples. All right, we can repeat it again. So pressing right in the midline, moving laterally, and sweeping on the temples, coming back a little bit higher, and moving laterally, and laterally sweeping the temples, coming back up at the hairline, pressing, moving laterally, pressing, moving laterally, pressing, sweeping the temples. Next one, we are going to massage right in between the client's eyes. Okay, so with the thumb, the sort of lateral or medial part of the thumb, and sweeping upwards, right on the corrugator muscle. And then with index fingers, place them right in between their eyes and apply gentle pressure. After that, circle the eyes gently, coming back to the midline, sweeping in circles, coming back on the cheeks, gently, and coming back on the in circular manner. Right. With index finger again, we'll be circling around the nose, so towards the nostrils, coming back in between the eyes, and little circles towards the nostrils. Just make sure you don't obstruct the airways. It's just gentle circling on the nose towards the nostrils. After that, we'll be raking our fingers on the cheekbone towards the ears. So gently stroking with the fingers on the cheekbones. Okay, and with the index fingers again, applying gentle pressure right laterally on the nostrils. Okay, and sweeping right under the zygomatic arch of the temporal bone. And again. Okay, you can repeat the pressure, particularly if there's sinus congestion, and sweeping towards the ear. Okay, sort of interlacing your fingers and bilaterally sweeping from the chin towards the ears and repeating. So on the edge of the jaw towards the ears. Alright, now with the fingers, sort of pinching the edge of the jaw, circling and kneading the client's skin between your fingers, move towards the ears. Once again, sort of trying to pick up client's jaw, kneading movement in circles and moving towards the ear. Alright, after 3 times, we continue and gently knead the earlobes, moving them, gently pulling downwards towards their shoulders. Now I may reapply the oil and sliding across client's chest towards the left ear, across the client's chest to the right ear, and alternating hands. Now reversing that movement and kind of sliding your hand on the lateral neck towards the sternum and coming back to the chin, and then on the sides of the neck coming to the sternum and coming back to the chin. On the side of the neck towards the sternum, coming back on the chin, on the side of the neck towards the sternum, on the jaw, side of the neck towards the sternum. The next one will be reversing that, so coming towards the sternum with the thumbs going laterally, right ear underneath the clavicle, and coming back on the posterior neck. So going gently to the sternum with the thumbs, applying, stripping, and coming back towards the sternum with the thumbs, applying, stripping. Once again, going on the SCM muscle towards the sternum, flat thumbs inferior to the clavicle, apply pressure with your thumbs and come back around on the posterior neck. Once again, on the SCM towards the sternum, thumbs laterally underneath the clavicle, apply pressure and around, come back on the posterior neck. So very quickly warm up your hands and place them above client's eyes. So not touching them, just for them to feel the energy and move laterally. Once again, warm up your hands and cover the whole face and gently move laterally. Once again, cover the face and gently move upwards superiorly.